So you're okay about this week's show then? You think it's all okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. You know, we've got a serious issue with serious guests. You know, I think this could be brilliant.
It is very, very serious though, isn't it? You know, Mick. I mean, remember what happened with Ron Politsky? You know, we can't really afford it.
It's not going to be like that. Okay, we've got sensible guests. We know, you know, as you said, Ron was a nutter. These guys aren't nutters.
I know. You got Eric Bristow coming on, have we? Like, just as long as it's like, don't blame me if it goes wrong this time. Don't blame me.
Look, it's going to be great. Okay, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You all right, guys? Yeah. So, paedophilia. It's a bit of a touchy subject, isn't it?
No, not really. This is hard-hitting journalism.
But where are we going to get the comedy from?
What do you mean comedy?
The show is always funny.
It's not supposed to be.
I find it hilarious. So, anyway, who we got on the show today?
We've got Dennis Lenderman,
Yeah.
MP for the Conservative Party.
Okay, he's the kiddie fiddler, right?
Well, yeah, accused. I'm not sure how much we'll get him to talk about it, but we'll do our best.
Okay.
And Max Belkin, the frontman for the Strap-Ons.
Yes. Max Belkin. I went to school with a Max Belkin. Not a nice person.
Well, is it the same Max Belkin?
Oh, I haven't got a clue. I didn't even know he went to school.
I'm sure it's not. Okay, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to nail this Dennis Lenderman.
Well, like he does kids. Yeah.
Leave that out of the show. Okay. Not.
I'll get it all out of my system
right
now. So, do we have a solicitor? Why do we need a solicitor? I just think we might do.
Well, you're the producer, Marty. This is something you should be thinking about.
I am.
Kev in fucking decline. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. Cheers. Yourself?
I'm doing fucking brilliantly. I've been all around Europe.
Yeah. What for?
With the strap-ons.
Who are they?
My bands.
Yeah. You know all about the strap-ons, don't you?
Sorry, mate. Say it a bit loud. I've gone a bit deaf.
I said, man, could say what?
Nice one.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I think we should cancel this show. I'm very.
No.
Look, I'm probably scared, to be honest, mate.
Why?
Why? It's going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
No, it will be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll tell you what, we could do a music episode. We've got the boy from the band. I know a guy who lives round the corner here, plays guitar, doesn't do anything all day. He can come round.
No. Look, I've wanted to make a show about paedophilia for ages. Okay.
No.
This is brilliant. This is gonna put us on the map journalistically.
It's the wrong map it's going to put us on. It's going to put us on the lawsuit map.
Yeah. So what have you been up to then?
I've got a show, haven't I?
This is your show.
Yeah, this is my show. Yeah.
Not Mick's show then?
No, we just tell him that.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Mr. Host.
Yeah, exactly. But what happens when Kev says something totally inappropriate?
Well, I never wanted Kev on the show in the first place.
You did at the start. We've got no choice about it anyway, have we now?
Look, we'll just cut out anything he says stupid. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Guitar, man, guitar. Oh.
Hi, Mick.
Hello. Dennis Lenderman. Nice to meet you. And how are you? How are you doing?
No, Dennis is fine today. Thank you.
Okay.
If you have any questions for Dennis while we're doing this, then just ask me, and we'll make sure that everything you want to answer gets answered.
Right.
Just through this way, is it?
Yes. Nice to meet you, Den. Hello and welcome to Right Here, Right Now with me, Micky Riggers. If there is hope, it lies in the proles. Joining me today, as usual, is Kev Decline.
Hello.
And Dennis Lenderman, MP for the Conservative Party.
Good morning.
And Max Belkin, frontman for the Strap-Ons.
Good evening, Portsmouth!
And now for the headlines this week. Fidel Castro passed away at the age of 90. surviving hundreds of attempts on his life by the CIA and the American establishment. He was thought of fondly by some and hated by others, but there is no denying his incredible achievements. A UFO has been spotted hovering above Turkey this week.
Do you think the aliens got confused about the meaning of turkey at Christmas?
What the hell are you on about?
The aliens?
Typical decline.
Social media sites have been suppressing the news on this. There seems to be no real information, but one thing is for sure. Thousands of people have reported seeing these strange lights in the sky, and something is being covered up by somebody. And finally, the Queen has been given £370 million out of taxpayers' money to renovate her palace. Coupled with the reporting of her pay rise next year, Republican attitudes are sweeping the nation. The song of the week is Medusa by Sky.
Dennis, can I have a word, please?
Excuse me. Marty? Marty!
Great show, Kev. Great show.
You wanted a word.
Yes.
Well, can you make it snappy?
Yeah.
Because this is freezing out here.
Yes, I know. Look, from the headlines that they've just put out, it's obvious that they're going to try and spin this somehow.
What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
Who is he anyway?
He's some kind of PR bloke. He's some kind of he keeps control of what he's saying, doesn't he?
Ah, mate, remember that time when you shat yourself?
What, you mean when you put laxatives in my food?
Oh yeah, it was me, wasn't it? Ah, school. Best times.
Go and see if you can listen in.
What?
Go and see if you can just hear what they're saying.
Not spy on the guests.
It's not spying. Look, Jason, I'm not at the top of the shine, am I?
No.
No. And I'm not in front of the Houses of Parliament.
No.
No, and I'm not in Salford in the studios.
No.
So we've done a single show with one national network. So why am I here in Buckland freezing my arse off in this godforsaken
Okay,
place?
we've done 2 shows on National Network, and they didn't go quite so well. They were a little bit ropey.
You got a list of questions?
No.
Did they give you a list of questions?
No, they would not give us a list of questions.
You're telling me the shows were ropey and you've no...
This is the reason that I'm here, to make sure they don't incriminate you.
Hi.
Twat.
They say
Hello and welcome back to Right Here, Right Now with me, Mick Riggers. Still with me is Kev Decline.
Oh!
Dennis Lenderman, MP for the Conservative Party, and Max Belkin, the frontman for the Strap-Ons. Now, today's show, we are discussing the subject of paedophilia, or rather, the media's treatment of paedophilia. And it seems that you don't have to do much research to find examples where the media have covered up paedophilic activities from actors, radio DJs, musicians, and even politicians.
Well, I think that's a very perverse interpretation of the work of the media. I think it's good and thorough investigative journalism that has brought these dreadful issues to the public attention. The problem has been, if there's a cover-up at all, has been within various organisations like the BBC, the NHS, various hospitals, hospital trusts, and a complete failure of their internal governance. It's the work of the media which has brought these into the public domain and has allowed us to set up, as you know, various commissions and inquiries that can pursue these issues to conclusion.
You're the one that's accused, isn't it? He's the one that's accused, yeah? That guy.
No
I
comment.
believe there have been some accusations against you, Mr. Lenderman.
I think you will be aware that the Home Affairs Select Committee has made it quite clear that it believes that the privilege of anonymity should be afforded to anyone accused of such a crime. A zero tolerance should be shown to anyone leaking such information prior to charges being brought. So how you have information, what information you have, is a bit of a surprise to me, and
Mate, it's
something that we
everywhere.
might have to take further.
It's fucking everywhere.
I'm afraid
He knows it. He knows it. He definitely knows it. It's everywhere.
I do have to say that I think on this subject the proverbial cat is out of the bag. It's been on social media for weeks now.
Well, the way the authorities work and the way these things progress is a little more complicated than just the cat being out of the bag. Do you not think?
Now, you referred to my comments about the media covering up said paedophilic activities as being perverse. Now, I just wanted to ask you, what would you say to the cases of Jimmy Savile, Cyril Smith, Jana, and most of the people who have been revealed to be being paedophiles through the media? Most of them are beyond being able to be convicted at that point.
But I think you'll agree that it's well understood that it was the internal governance of the BBC in the Jimmy Savile case, and the NHS is a little bit more widespread than the BBC, which was to blame. The media were the people who uncovered this, not...
It's all just swings and roundabouts with you guys, isn't it? You know all about that, right, Max?
And as Kevin is saying, you're not exactly without accusations against musicians, particularly with the strap-ons you've had.
Well, let's just make clear, that's got nothing to do with this. Now, like, what it really comes down to is, like, you gotta look at it, like, 1950s, yeah? Teenagers, they were the ones that were out there having rock and roll, having a good time. They met bands like The Who, and then Led Zeppelin, and people like David Bowie. And yeah, they might have had a few drinks and had a bit of a good time. But what does it matter? If they're having a good time, musicians are having a good time, who is really hurt?
But what matters here is, regardless of whether it's Gary Glitter or a politician or someone in the youth section of a football club
Or the strap-ons.
or a celebrity, well, I know nothing of the who
Strap-ons,
strap-ons are.
apparently.
The important thing is the protection of minors, and wherever this abuse is found, whether it be in those areas I've discussed or somewhere like Rotherham, the importance of the inquiry is that it seeks out evidence to substantiate these abuses and pursues that to conclusion. It doesn't matter what part of society it is, wherever it is, there are victims, there are people suffering, and that's what
I
has to
think
be
it
addressed.
does now. I think it matters quite a lot, because really what it is it's the rich getting away with doing whatever the fuck they want, as usual. What number are you on the list of the top pedos in the UK? Number 5, maybe?
You have a very simplistic and
What number
bohemian
are you?
view of the
This
way
is a competition.
thing
What
takes
number are you?
place, haven't you?
Yeah, you're acting like you're the fucking victim in this, and you're the one that bloody did the crime, you know?
No, there's no doubt
That you
who,
did the
who
crime.
the victims are, and the victims of child sexual abuse need our full support.
So, when you rape those kids...
You want to ask him to rephrase that?
I do think that was a touch heavy-handed, Max.
Heavy-handed?
Alright, okay, so...
It's slanderous.
He's a pedo, and he won't let him speak.
Right, I'm going to have to stop you
go
there.
on.
You've just completely breached the contract that we've signed with this show. You should understand better than this. With the current legal situation you've got going on...
Accusations,
Yes,
I've been very clear
yes,
about accusations.
and when you are being accused, you shouldn't be throwing accusations at other people. You've just completely embarrassed my client. Dennis, if you'd like to wait outside, I'm going to have a chat with these guys about the legality of this situation now, and when they'll be hearing from our legal people.
Legal team. Marty! Marty!
Big notion of life.
So, can we get Dennis back on the show at all?
I don't think that's going to be a possibility, unfortunately. With the events of today, the way it's gone, the legality of the situation now as well, it's going to be impossible to get him back.
Look, I've got a show to finish.
I know, I understand that, but you know, the fact that my client, was attacked on the show, and the legality of the issue itself, the issue surrounding that, it's all a bit of a grey area now.
And that's what I used to do to me every day. Hate the guy.
I'm not surprised, mate. Blimey.
I need to get revenge on him.
Yeah.
Especially after
Good
those
idea.
comments with the kiddie fiddling and stuff.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. We need to take him down a peg or two. How are we going to do it?
I'm sorry about all the politics of this. I wanted to get into the entertainment side of PR, really, if I'm honest. But so, do you have any representation?
No, we don't.
That should be something that you should look into. I mean, with the subjects that you touch on in there, some of them aren't always well received. So it might be.
You think we'll need someone?
I would definitely look into having some form of PR for your show.
Are you trying to get a job right now?
Oh, well, you know, if you did want to work with me, you know, that would be something that I could do for you.
Look, I'll do you a solid, right? I'll give you a job if you just tell me, is he guilty?
All you need to know is that I can make things go away, and I can help things be received in a light that you would want them to be received in.
Jason, time to go.
Look,
You're in the wrong profession, sunshine. You're never going to be Andrew Marr, that's for sure. Christ, you even make Evan Davis look competent.
sorry about that. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, and yeah, call me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do the reading of the headline of the week, haven't they?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll change it and make him look stupid.
So what? How are we going to do
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Yeah?
We'll think about
Okay.
it. That'll be good. That'll be good.
it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I trust you, Marty. I trust you.
I'm sick of running around, always falling down, tripping over the same old hole.
Hello, and welcome back to the final part of Right Here, Right Now. Unfortunately, Dennis Slenderman, MP, has left the building, won't be returning to the show. And I think that this highlights a very serious point, that this subject matter on paedophilia is very, very difficult for us to discuss due to legality and due to personal emotions attached to such an issue. So I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to have to leave it there.
Dumbest headline. Dumbest headline.
Yes, Kevin, I was about to get onto that, yeah. The dumbest headline of the week will now be read to you by Max Belkin.
Be my pleasure. Alright. The Daily Star, 80% of people think...
What? What's wrong?
I'm not going to read that.
Wait, what's wrong with it?
I'm a pretentious twat.
You are. So true.
You're a pretentious twat.
You're a pretentious.
No,
Thank
you're
you,
a
ladies
pretentious
and
twat.
gentlemen,
You
for
are a
joining us
big
today.
loser, and everybody knows
Yeah,
it.
See you
And
next
you'll
week.
get the idea.
Thank you
right?
very much. Goodbye. Can't believe it happened again. How many shows do we have to do where someone walks away?
Well, I did say I'm not taking responsibility for this one. I knew it would be difficult. We knew it would be difficult.
Marty, you are still my producer.
Yes. I think that bloke from the band's going to be in absolutely shitloads of trouble.
Yeah, better him than us.
Definitely. God, yes.
You know, we were this close. This close. He's definitely a paedophile. Definitely.
Well, you know, they're all pedos, mate.